Okay, so here's what it is. A person like this uses what I would call, reverse psychology, psychological harm is what it is, right? Psychology, reverse psychology, psychological harm, which is essentially if somebody has a big piece of evidence or knowledge to prove a point, that point will be solid. There'll be no loopholes. If you ask them any kind of questions, that person will be able to look at every single loophole and answer you and say, my point still is proven. Even further, maybe. They'll be able to tell you what part looks a little strange, and they'll be able to tell you exactly why. And people that use that reverse psychology, psychological harm, basically what they're doing is they're taking a solid piece of evidence, a solid video, or what someone has to say, and they're making it look like there's a loophole somewhere. So they're counteracting it with something that's not true. Because if you were to ask me, I would be able to cover every single piece of information why that person's a goddamn liar. But literally, so you sit there and she counteracts it with different things, of different conflicting ideas of sociology and all kinds of stuff. How a psychoanalyst would think, and different things about running a society, and probably what's that one? It's it starts with an A. It starts with an A. Anthropology, stuff like that. They look at all that stuff, and then they figure out what's the main point here, what are the points here, and how I'm going to counteract it to make it look totally stupid, to make it look like a conflicting idea so that you're harmful to your audience or whatever it is. So you look unfavorable somehow. They might not even realize or know why, but that's what they do. That's literally what they do. So basically they're trying to say, here's a fake loophole, and I'm going to sit here and make you look dumb for the sole purpose that, let me think for a second, for the sole purpose that there's a conflicting idea. But if you were to ask me, I know who I am. I know exactly who I am. I know exactly what I would want or need or desire to say to let somebody know who I am, how I think, and what I do on the daily basis. Whatever it is, I don't got nothing to sit there and say, I let it slip for some reason. I let it slip, It's like, no, man. Everything's covered. All my tracks are covered as far as I can actually prove to you why. And it makes sense. So if something seems a little weird or off, that's what she's doing. Reverse psychology, it's got psychology, reverse psychology, psychological harm. That's what I do. She's doing psychological harm, and that's what it is, man.